Hello lovelies, Hollie Hope here, and I am going to walk you through as we unbox our Vitality Kit. In this kit, it's focused on helping to combat some of those emotions of separateness, of frustration. It's supposed to add that strength and endurance necessary to not just endure, but to be able to celebrate and still remain passionate and connected in life. So let's see what's inside. So the very first thing inside our box is our crystal grid. It's been really fun to make this one. This specific flower was seen with a lot of sacred geometry during some deep meditations I did, especially as I was thinking of the Vitality Kit and how to move forward. It is one that is also associated with death, and so a lot of what we're working on in this kit is the heart and the mind and creating that deep connection. And you'll notice there is the sacred geometry symbols showing that we are connected with everything. And we'll go over more on our crystal grid in the crystal grid video. Crystal grids help us to anchor in and deepen our intention and our focus and really connect with our crystals and what we're creating, because they give us a visual reminder as well as an energetical one while they're charging for us. So the meditation with Rick, the Tarot Fellow, and this one is the Age of Wands, and he's going to do a meditation and explain a lot more about that. Your altar cloth. This altar cloth is significant not just because of the color for royalty, for purple, for intuition, but it's also about the triple moon symbol. This is a symbol of strength and support, also allowing and honoring all the versions of ourselves, that connectiveness, the mother, the maiden, and the crone as they come together in one. Our blue agate. So this slab, and I like this one because it has like a little hole through it and you can have some different crystals with it. So each one's a little bit different. The ripply lines remind us of the layers that we can get to for layers of light. Agate also represents yin and yang balancing, self-acceptance, perception, honoring that truth part of us. So a lot of crystals and stone have an energetic resonance that are either higher moving energy or lower and steady. This is a low flow. If you look at the ripples, think of how it flows a little bit more softly. So even though it's a slower stone to activate and to feel sensations from, it is definitely a great stabilizing stone, because things that come in steady and slow will move out or go into chaos steady and slow, which means you're more likely to have it less likely to go out because you can look at what's going on a lot sooner. Intellectual and physical healing and stabilization. So this is your foundation. And agate, it's really powerful for honoring and building that part of the heart that holds bitterness. So if you've been struggling with, oh, yellow butterfly, squirrel. If you've been struggling with bitterness of the heart, this is going to be a really great stone. You can even do a meditation where you place it right over your chest and allow its soft, soothing flow to connect with you a little bit deeper. I also links to the collective consciousness. So it helps to understand your perspective and your higher level of thinking and operating with those others that are in the same frequency of higher level thinking and operating. So our centering stone, really great for creating some stability and that foundational. We have the Ankh. So this is a symbol that is very much associated with Isis. It's depicted as being on her belt buckle and breastplate for ceremonial work. It is considered the key to life. There are so many interpretations of the Ankh, so I like to share how I view it. And of course, you can do your research and you can use it however you wish. So this is meant to be a talisman of not just protection, but that way opening, to be a symbol of the womb, and that this is the center where you're birthed through and you are rebirthed through. And so that's part of why they call it like the breath of life and the key of life, because there's actually portals to go into other lives and into other versions of ourselves. And anytime you connect with Isis, she is a Egyptian goddess all about alchemy, about taking something that may be heavy and hard and turning it into something pure and renewed. So this is considered to be a fertility symbol as well, looking at what you're cultivating. You can choose to wear this on your neck. You can use it on your altar or on your crystal grid, which we will go over as well. So there are people who theorize that the Ankh is actually a tuning fork. And so it's a representation of sound, and sound being the one thing that links all of us. So it's meant to align with connection and protection and linking into who you actually are, what you're creating, and remembering that the life that is within you is part of who you are. Next up, we have apatite. Blue, kind of a bluey green and gray stone. This helps with spiritual guidance. It's the throat and heart healer, overcomes emotional exhaustion, eases any pain, any apathy, anger, irritability. Also, it helps to expand your knowledge and works with the collective or on an individual scale. Really powerful as being an interface between matter and the mind. It's a stone of manifestation. It links past and future, including past lives and future versions of ourselves. Apatite helps with physical attunement, communication, self-expression. It is a stone that assists when we feel isolated, when we feel like we don't have a sense of belonging. It will help us to be more of an extrovert so that we can branch out and move forward. Helps with social aloofness and withdrawal. Protect against psychic attacks, and especially energy vampires. So build up those energy reserves. Helps to clear psychological confusion. So that is your apatite. Eat it up. Amazonite. Da-na-na. So this one is the light blue stone. You can kind of see it. That one kind of looks like a heart. So this stone is a filter. It helps to block electromagnetic pollution. It helps with intuition. It's soothing. It's also going to be that heart and throat center that we keep going back to. It helps to filter information that you're going to get in your mind, and knowing what truth is versus non-truth and what is your truth versus other people. Assists with universal love. And so when you don't find love in all the sources you desire, it will help to connect with that source. Amazonite calms the brain and the nervous system, helps us to see different points of view, and it's definitely a soft, soothing stone when we feel fiery and overloaded. Next, we have a raw ruby, and this one's in the shape of a hexagon, which is really, really neat. So it's going to be the dark, kind of purpley, deep red colored stone. Ruby adds that vigor to life. It is energizing, it is heart protecting, it is helping to activate passions, not to a detrimental point, but to a healthy level of what truly lights you up. And ruby is also a shield against psychic attacks and vampirism. So people who just suck the life right out of you through your heart, ta-da, this is your new best friend. This stone represents abundance, receiving. It opens up the pineal gland, which helps with your vision. So it can help to activate dreams and visions as well. Increases the sexual ability to open up and connect, especially as you open up your heart with your sexual energies. This stone's going to be wonderful for that. It helps to detoxify, overcome exhaustion, and promotes clear vision. So that is our beautiful ruby. The next crystal in your kit is cherry quartz. So this pendant, and it is tied in with that teal for the throat chakra, and I really like the fun colors. So if you don't like it, you can change it, but that was me. So cherry quartz helps to heal the emotional wounds. It's also heart healing. It's actually best to lay over your heart, which is perfect because it's a necklace. So that is wonderful for this piece. Stimulates the heart healing energy center, helps with strength, vitality, overall health. One thing I love most about it is it helps to build hope again. I mean, obviously my name is Hollie Hope, so hope's a really big deal for me. So it helps to increase that hope when you feel like all you do is get stuck in the same cycles and get hurt again and again and again. That's going to be a stone that's going to activate it. We have our salt sphere. So this is a powerful stone for cleansing. You can use it to massage. I specifically like to use it on my hands, just like this. With all of the energy work that I do, and the painting and the pulling of drum hides, I really do get sore hands. And again, this is the kit of vitality. It's about upgrading your energy and your connections so that you can continue to move forward and you don't feel shut down, shut off, and overwhelmed. So utilizing this is going to be powerful. Salt helps to diffuse other people's energy and other people's emotions. So sometimes if you're overpeopled, having this, rolling it on the back of your neck where your portal is, or if your mind is really fuzzy, using your temples, the top of your head, and even reciting clear, clear, clear while you roll it, the bottom of your feet. The nice thing with salt is it's antiviral, antifungal, things can't attach to it. So it's great to use all over your body and just roll and help to allow your body to have that healing and that cleansing you need to be the only body in your body. If you put it in your tub, it will dissolve over time. It'll take a minute, but it will. So probably don't use it in the bath. The next one is your salt spray. And this salt spray is for your hair and body. So again, we just did the salt ball, but we also have the salt spray because it's all about clearing your body, clearing your auric field. So this is an auric cleanser as well. So you can just spray it in a room. And it has a whole list of beautiful, juicy ingredients. There is rose quartz. That's that stone you can hear kind of shaking up the salt. Himalayan salt. It has jojoba oil, it has coconut oil, sage, and rosemary that are fresh and able to go in and add that protection as well. It also has liquid crystals for Mother Mary. And this is really powerful because she is the epitome of that nurturing love, but also that self-empowerment and embodiment and owning that godliness and that co-creation with Source that is within you. And as we own and anchor that, we're able to connect deeper and have miracles happen. And we're able to keep going when things get really rough and hard. So there's a softness to that. There's also essential oils to help with understanding your presence and your purpose. There's rose water for that sweet, sweet, sweet comfort. And there is aloe from my own garden in here. So the aloe will help to hydrate and replenish. It also helps with any skin ailments as well. This is for external use only. Do not drink it, okay? You can do just a few little sprays in your hair and fluff it. I used it on mine today and it looks like hair, but it feels very protected. And so make sure you play with that a little bit. You can use it as a spray in a room or on your own body. Again, just to add that sense of vitality, add that sense of strength. There is lots of sage in here as well, so it's a nice energetical cleanse. Next in our kit is our little magical books. So depending on what intuitively we felt we needed to send you, you're either having the Little Book of Mindfulness or the Little Book of Chakras. Now, I do recommend taking time to set a time each morning that you can open these books and use them in the next couple weeks or 30 days, however much time you're able to have. And the reason for that is because when it comes to building stamina and having the vitality to endure anything that happens, the most important thing is consistency, where you don't have to have an inner battle with your mind and your body every time you try and move forward. Because if opposition is hitting you, it depletes us and it keeps us to where we have to regenerate in order to get back up to zero. So doing something proactive like these books helps us to get ourselves back up to a higher state of being. So the Little Book of Chakras, it's going to have all of the activities in here. So there's an activity to connect and activate the throat chakra. Ta-da! So I love this because it's like a quick little exercise. The sound of it is hum. So you can sit and just hum and clear your throat chakra. It's so beautiful to even do just the little pieces. So I would recommend putting this on your altar so you can remember. Then you have the Little Book of Mindfulness, which has mindful thoughts and pieces. You can do some journaling with it and really dive into allowing yourself to proactively plan ahead on building up those energetic resources, not just physically, but mentally and energetically, because we want to make sure that we're able to withstand anything coming our way. Of all of our kits, this is one where I feel like most urgently, get your kit, open it as soon as you get it, start using it, because there is a lot of adversity coming our way in the collective of our society right now. And it's really important that we can be that beacon of light so that when chaotic whirlwinds are around us, we can be centered and grounded and have the strength and the stamina to keep going forward to get what we want. As soon as adversity hits, we start to doubt what we want, we give up on what we want, and we start to retract and shrink. So it's very important that we think of, is this expanding me out or retracting me in? And if you feel like you need a little support in that, that's the time to use your Vitality Kit. So we'll go over more of how to use the kit and the beautiful, delicious things inside in our crystal grid video and the meditations and trainings. So I will see you there. Mwah. Love you guys.